Borderlands is all about loot and guns. There couldn't possibly be some good storytelling hidden in this franchise, right? I mean, sorta. Tales from the Borderlands is a choose-your-own-adventure styled game where you play as both Hyperion employee Rice and con woman Fiona. The game starts out with the two of you kidnapped, and through storytelling you tell your kidnapper how you got to the point you're at. It starts with a deal gone wrong, and the rest of the game is about getting to a vault for some treasure, of course. I've heard such great things about Tales from the Borderlands, and for me this greatness never really showed up. I found the world, story, and characters here to be pretty bland. All 9.5 hours feel a little too samey in terms of scenery, though the game does a great job of having you guess who the bad guy is here. I mean, there are a bunch of bad guys, just some aren't as bad as you think or as nice as you think. Basically, the game has you paranoid throughout, as you should be in a land of bandits and vault hunters, not knowing who to trust. There are a few adventure game moments here. This is for the most part conversation and making choices that may or may not have a large impact in the story later on, with a little dash of rare action sequences. And despite the adventure pieces being gone, this still manages to be a much slower paced game than what I'm used to from Telltale. Episodes lasting anywhere from 1 hour and 40 minutes to 2 hours. It can make episodes feel like they go on just a little too long. I found myself constantly looking at the clock, bored with what was going on. I just couldn't get into the story. I couldn't force myself to care for these characters despite one or two stealing my heart. Things would occasionally get exciting when characters I knew from the main games would show up, but these moments were few and far between, as it was time for these new characters to shine, but they just didn't for me. And sadly, no claptrap here. I was waiting and waiting, but it never came. The saving grace is the humor here, as Rice and Fiona will correct each other's stories to remind you that it is indeed a story. And there are plenty of opportunities to be sarcastic, which I can appreciate as that's what's most natural for me. I just don't see what everyone loves so much about Tales from the Borderlands. It's a good adventure, but not one I'll remember a month from now. Still, this game gets praise from everyone else, so clearly this is a very subjective statement. But thankfully, like all other Telltale games, you can get the first episode for free to get a feel before you dive all the way in. I give Tales from the Borderlands a 7 out of 10.